Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with his Extreme Rules prediction video. I'm hoping that everybody's going to be enjoying this pay-per-view tomorrow night. As everybody knows, I will be working, but I will be getting my results mostly via Twitter, and then coming home and finding some way to watch it after that. So, with all of that, yesterday, my buddy Luke Cage, he's one of my best friends that I've ever met off of YouTube. Sometimes I sort of treat him like shit in all my videos and stuff like that. But he honestly is a good friend that I talk to a lot. That since Mania, I haven't had a chance to talk to a whole lot. But he did tell us earlier that he was making his decision to leave YouTube. He just didn't put his video up for a while. To I guess we were all sort of hoping that it wasn't his final decision. Hoping to do something with him sooner than later. I know I'm going to see him at SummerSlam. So thank you, Luke, for everything, and talk to you when I can talk to you. So from there, let's just move on to the Elimination Chamber. We'll just start at the top and move our way down. That's the best way to do it, since everybody cares about the main events and not really the mid card. But we'll start it off with the Raw WWE Championship Triple Threat Steel Cage match. This match has so much in it that it has to be handled inside of a steel cage. John Morrison, John Cena, and The Miz. Basically, I don't see anything different with this that I've seen in anything else. The only thing is the addition of Morrison. Honestly, I would love to see Morrison with the world title. I don't think that's going to happen now. So just cancel him out of there. I'm sure he's gonna hit some good spots and he's gonna look good through all this. He might end up being the guy who takes the well, it's a steel cage match. Oh fuck, I don't know. I always think of steel cages as matches from the '80s. And in the '80s, you always wanted to get out, and that's how you won. Sometimes they still use that. A lot of times they use the pinfall submission inside the cage too. So I don't know how this one's working. But I was about to say that he might take the pin, so that way the Miz and John Cena can keep moving on. Honestly, I don't think it's the time right now to put John Cena with the title. If he wasn't going to win it at WrestleMania, he's not going to win it now. And this is sort of like a blow-off pay-per-view, but I honestly don't see the Miz versus John Cena ending. I think that they're going to build some more steam for this. Hopefully, if a title does change hands, it'll change hands in a one-on-one match. So I am picking the Miz to win this match, just for that, for the hope that the title feud just keeps going on. Then we move over to SmackDown. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, World Heavyweight Championship ladder match. Everybody knows how this match has changed so much in the past few weeks with Edge retiring. Surprise, surprise. I did even up to like 2 days ago, when people were asking me on Twitter, I was picking Alberto Del Rio to win the title, and then just something screwy to happen where they were able to get the title back on there. I think that Del Rio is a great wrestler. I feel bad for him that honestly the WWE has had their minds on putting the strap on this guy for a few months now. There was talk of him winning it sometime around the Rumble, then the Elimination Chamber. They thought about putting him in there and letting him win the title, and they're like, no, we'll just put it off and let it be bigger by letting him beat Edge at WrestleMania. Well, none of those happened. Luckily, as it all panned out, I think it's cool that Edge got to win the title or keep the title at WrestleMania, and that'd be his last match. But just just being just to go along with just the easiest way to do it, I have jumped on Team Christian. Again, Christian will probably winning the world heavyweight title for the first time. I don't know how long they're really gonna run with him at the title. The only reason I was against Christian is just where he was before his injury. Doesn't make sense for him to come back and be involved in a WrestleMania angle with the number one contender. I mean, that's the guy that took him out. That's the guy that hurt him in the match. But honestly, Christian was gonna put Del Rio over in that angle and keep Del Rio moving on towards the main event at WrestleMania. That was always the long term goal with Alberto Del Rio. He was always gonna be that number one contender, the world heavyweight champion. I think that was what the WWE had their sights on when they brought this guy in during the summer. I believe it was right after SummerSlam time. So Christian to win the title in that one. Randy Orton versus CM Punk, the last man standing match. You have to let Orton go over in this match for the one reason he's going over to SmackDown. He's going to be the main guy over there, and you don't want your guy getting your head kicked in before trying to put over a whole brand over on SmackDown. So CM Punk's sort of been on a losing streak. I can't honestly remember the last time CM Punk won a match, but he'll get his time. But it just This is just putting over Randy Orton, and that's what it is. Then you got Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, Falls Count Anywhere match. I think this is gonna be where Cody Rhodes pays Rey Mysterio back for the WrestleMania win that he let him have, and I think that Rey Mysterio will be going over. This is a blow-off match as well. Both guys are separated by different brands, so yeah, one guy goes one way, one guy goes another. Not really no big deal. You got the big tag team match. Jerry Lawler, Jim Ross against Michael Cole and Jack Swagger, the country whipping match. This is the match that no one wants to see. You will honestly probably get at least 15 to 20 minutes, my guess, the pay-per-view. For some reason that could go somewhere else. I know my man Jack Swagger's in there. Everybody knows that I'm hoping for big things out of this match, for something for Swagger. I think this match is really going to come down to JR versus Michael Cole. A lot of people are hoping that there will be some sort of stipulation in this added, sort of like by the Raw GM. Maybe JR would be able to come back. People really like the time that he's been on the mic on Raw lately. A lot of people are really tired of Michael Cole. When Michael Cole was a normal announcer, I liked him. He just was just normal plain Jane. They took it up to the 9 for this whole angle, and you get what you get, and everybody wants this to be done. Everybody's praying. Even I am praying that this is it. Uh, One thing that I've talked over with Freaking 88 would be cool was if Swagger was actually turned face in this match, and then good old JR would sort of like the Oklahoma fan, and he's the Oklahoma boy. He'd sort of be able to sort of be like the maybe not a counselor, but like his uh, what Bobby Heenan was to Ric Flair when he was there. Like Mr. Perfect was his manager, and Heenan had some sort of role that I can't really remember what it was called. It was an advisor or something like that. And yeah, maybe Swagger needs that as a face, just somewhere to point him in the right direction. He's been on the downslide yet. I don't need to really push this. I pushed it a lot in my Swagger Palooza video that everybody blew up on. But Jack Swagger needs to get back on, and they have a lot of heels on Raw, so it would be nice to have a fresh face. And I think Swagger could do that. Everybody could get behind the All-American American. Maybe he just call himself the All-American and not not get all the heat off of that. But in this match, I'm praying for just a Jack Swagger face turn. So I guess that I'm picking JR and Jerry Lawler to win that one. And then in the last match, it just got changed. Layla versus Michelle McCool. Loser leaves WWE match. You have to pick Layla, I guess, because just all the dirt sheet rumors about McCool leaving and this, that, and the other, which I really don't want to believe. McCool, in my mind, is the number 2 best worker in the company behind Beth Phoenix. And a lot of people, want to pick Natalya for that number 2 spot. It's really debatable. She might be number 2. She might be number 3. Still, she's one of the best that they have of the girls that you actually want to see in the ring. So why let her leave? I mean, I guess what is she really gonna do? Go home and bake brownies and bake loaves of bread for Taker? I don't really see her doing that. So I honestly don't want to believe that rumor, but I guess you're gonna take Layla for the win. I was gonna pick Layla even if it was just a loser leaves SmackDown match, just for McCool to go over to Raw and hopefully feud with Karma. So. This is it's just a normal plain Jane pay-per-view. I don't really like having Extreme Rules come up behind WrestleMania. I thought that Backlash as a normal pay-per-view was always good. Just give us the WrestleMania rematches one more time, and it always worked out well. You don't have to make every match into some sort of a stipulation match. And WB likes to do that because they think it helps out the pay-per-view buys. But this is just going to be honest, just normal pay-per-view. Nothing really big is going to come out of it. I think you're going to see Christian win the World Heavyweight title for the first time, and that's really what everybody's going to remember. I mean, even if Del Rio wins it, it's going to go down as Del Rio's first win. So it's just that's probably what you're going to remember. Not going to really remember anything else out of this. So yeah, we'll see it on DVD.